Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel, Programming Party. I hope you enjoyed this podcast series exists in the channel, which I have recorded by my own, by whole of hard work, faith, and love. Of course, maybe a little bit help from AI as a counselor.
What I hope actually from bottom of my heart is once upon a time you could speak fluently with true American pronunciation. So if you're ready to dive in, let's begin. That's a great quote. Comparison is the death of joy. But it's not just social media, is it? It's also the choices. What do you mean by that? Okay, simple example. Yesterday I wanted to buy toothpaste, just toothpaste. I went to the supermarket and there were literally 50 different types. Whitening, charcoal, mint, herbal, sensitive, gum protection. I stood there for 10 minutes just staring at the shelf. I felt anxious about toothpaste. I've been there. It's called the paradox of choice. Hey, explain that to me. Because logically, having more choices should be good, right? Freedom is good. Theoretically, yes, but psychologically, no. There is a psychologist named Barry Schwartz who wrote a book about this. He says that when you have too many options, two things happen. First, you get paralyzed. You can't make a decision because you're afraid of making the wrong one. That explained my Netflix menu struggle. I spend 30 minutes choosing a movie and then I'm too tired to watch it. Exactly. And the second thing is, even if you do make a choice, you are less satisfied with it. Why? Because you're constantly thinking about the other options you didn't pick. If you buy the mint toothpaste, you wonder, maybe this charcoal one would have made my teeth whiter. You imagine that the other choice was better, so you never fully enjoy what you have. Wow, that actually explains so much about modern dating too. Oh, don't get me started on dating apps. That is the paradox of choice on steroids. You're always sweeping because you think maybe the next person is slightly better, so you never commit to the person in front of you. It's really sad when you say it out loud. You're chasing perfection, but perfection doesn't exist. So we end up just chasing. And that chasing is what exhausts us. It's what leads to burnout. We're running on a treadmill that never stops. So what is the solution? Should we just throw away our phones and move to a cabin in the woods? Because honestly, that sounds very appealing right now. While that sounds romantic, it's not realistic. We have jobs, we have families. We can't just disconnect completely. But I think the solution is about international friction. International friction? What does that mean? It means making the bad habits harder to do. For example, I used to check my phone first thing in the morning, so I bought an old school alarm clock. Now I charge my phone in the living room and not the bedroom. So you physically separated yourself from the temptation. Exactly, that distance creates friction. If I want to check Instagram at 7 a.m., I have to get out of my warm bed and walk to the living room. Usually, I'm too lazy to do that, so I just stay in bed and think or talk to my wife. That's smart. I need to try that. My problem is online shopping. I buy things I don't need just because it's too easy. One click and it's at my door tomorrow. Remove your credit card info from the browser. Make yourself type the numbers every simple time. That's friction. It gives you time to think, do I really need this or am I just bored?